Hey guys, I'm back with another action figure review, and this time we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Allfather Wave Build-A-Figure of the Allfather, I guess you could say. I personally have built the Odin version of the Build-A-Figure here. You can also build King Thor with some alternate pieces that I will also show you, or you can build both if you buy the extras, the extra figures, the extra parts on eBay, and have one of each. I have only decided to build Odin. I'm honestly not sure what the King Thor character is all about. Like, I don't know what that storyline is, so I didn't feel the need to build that character. I did actually have an entire second set of pieces from buying an entire case slash getting a couple pieces from my friend ODC, that's me. But that was to build a custom Ares for my Dark Avengers, so you will see that review next, actually. I'm super excited to show you guys. I'm really happy with how it came out, personally, from like my first actual completed custom. So, yes, but anyway, this is about the Build-A-Figure. So, take a look at Odin here. I showed the pieces like as I went through the wave, but you can see he does have an accessory here. He has this like staff. I'll pull that out. You can see he holds it well. It's very tall. It's a little taller than the figure itself, which is, let me measure for you. I should just get a proper ruler in here. But he is, to the top of his little horn thing, about 7 3/4 inches tall. I'll show you next to a 6-inch figure. I have Spidey standing here. You know, he goes up to like his beard. Or we have Captain Marvel from the wave. Top of her mohawk goes up to the bottom of his beard. So you can see that right there. Whoops. Jumping around here. The staff is cast in this kind of yellow gold color, or coppery gold color. It's nothing to write home about. There's no like detailing or painting on it. It just looks like this. The top. Got some spiky little bits down the side here. And the bottom. So that's his one accessory. And the other is if you choose to use King Thor. I mean, I guess you could use the accessories for either one, but I'm sure they each have meaning. King Thor's accessory is this axe, which is silver and brown. Has a grippy spot right here. So those are both pretty neat. And then the figure is made up of quite a few parts from quite a few figures. You've got, I mean, I went through them all already, but you got, you know, the armor and the skirt piece came from Hawkeye. You had 2 sets of arms. I won't be able to show you the other arm, as it is part of my Ares figure, and I don't want to spoil it in this review. But yeah, you have the 2 skinned arms for Odin, and King Thor has like a metal mechanical arm. I'm not familiar with the story, so I'm not sure why he has that. They have these armor pieces up here. You got 2 cape options, blue for Odin and the red for King Thor. They're very hard and plasticky and don't sit well on the figure, as you can see here. They peg in the back, so I have it pegged in the back right now, but like if I hold down to the back there, this side's okay. It's sitting on his, you know, his sitting on his shoulder okay, but then this one is like, hello, I'm hanging out up here in the air. It's like it doesn't want to fall forward and like sit here. So I might try boiling some water and sticking it in, and then putting the cape on and pressing this down and kind of holding it there for a few minutes as it cools, because I feel like that would help a lot to just make it look better, because this is just kind of hanging there, and it doesn't want to stay. Like, if you try to pose him and stuff, the cape just wants to fall off. So I'm going to actually take it off for the rest of the review, just so when I do articulation and stuff, it'll be easier. But you saw what he looks like, so there's that. He looks kind of funny now without it, because the head looks a little big. But, yeah, so I'll show you the heads now, actually. This is the Odin head, obviously. I'm pop them off. Can I do that? Yes. So the Odin head has this helmet on. The helmet matches the color of his staff pretty well. It's not like a metallic gold, really. It's kind of just like a shiny, like goldish color. And it has the horns coming out through the back to the front. It looks pretty cool. And he has his face underneath there. with the eye patch on the right eye and his eye showing on the left, with his big beardy beard, and comes into a little ponytail at the end. Skin color in there. So that's the head that I had on there, and then King Thor's head is just the opposite eye patch. He's got a lot of beardly hair and long hair, and his is kind of whitish instead of gray. So that's the difference of the two heads. I'll put them back. Put this back on here. It's just a ball peg at the top here, not like a disc, unfortunately. But it has a, you know, it moves. The back doesn't really look back, but yeah, the whole sculpt is really nice, and a lot of people were jumping on it for all sorts of customs, but most popularly Ares. So since the Ares figure is so expensive to get, it's much easier to get these parts. Excuse me for knocking the camera, and put one together because it works very nicely, as you'll see in my video. These armor pieces move. They're pegged into the shoulder by these holes, so you can just pop them right back in, and they pivot up and down to help with articulation as necessary. And he's got these like leather wristbands on each hand, and armor on the chest. It's all silver and with some nice like black wash, dry brushing ish stuff. Got a strap here, goes to nothing really. And then he's got the whole skirt piece right down here. It's going all across. I'm just realizing now, I didn't realize this before. He's got a T here. So, like, is that for, like, King Thor? Like, T for Thor? Like, should my Odin not be wearing this skirt? Because is it only meant for King Thor? I'm not quite sure. Haha, haha, I'm such a poet and I didn't even know it. Okay, I'm done. Let me know if you guys know if this is only meant for King Thor and I should take this off, or it's T for something else. I don't know. So yeah, it's just brown and it's split in the back here. Add some brown. You got, this is all part of it. This silver here has rubbery pieces, but it matches the top here, which is really cool. And then underneath, he just has some legs with some, you know, etching in them, which looks cool. They're like a navy blue. And then he has the leg pieces, like boots, hello, which have like knee pads with some things sticking out. These are all rubbery. And it's, again, silver with the black like wash and dry brushing to match the armor up top. Cool boots, big feet. I mean, yeah. It's a good articulation now. I mean, I showed you pretty much everything there is to see here. It's some nice sculpt work, some nice unique stuff that we haven't seen from other figures getting recycled again. So the head will go, not up, but it will go down a little bit, and it will go side to side. And the arms will go up about here, down. They will go around on a ratchety joint. They have a bicep swivel. The elbow does move, but not a lot, because he has this giant like bicep. You can turn it and move it a little bit more, maybe. Is that a little bit more? I don't know. He has this big bicep that the elbow hits, so he can't really move very much, which is a little bit of a bummer, because you can't get him to do like lift stuff as much. It does have a wrist swivel and hinge, and both hands are fit to hold, you know, his staff, if you so please, or the staff and the axe. He does have a kind of diaphragm joint in the armor here that goes forward and back and twists. So he doesn't have like a regular waist twist or ab crunch, but this kind of does the job decently. I guess not as effectively, but it's okay. It has T-jointed legs under these skirt pieces, but they won't go out as far as, you know, as if you didn't have the skirt on there. It will go forward and a little back there. Double jointed knees with the knee pads here. I'm sorry, they do twist up at the top, by the way. And then he has your forward and back and pivot at the ankle. So a pretty standard batch of articulation, except for the elbows not being double jointed or even very decent at all. And then the skirt limits you a little bit, but otherwise he's pretty good looking. And, you know, he can pose decently. I mean, I'm not sure how much Odin needs to move, really, but I'm pretty happy So, yeah, I mean, it's up to you which guy you want to pose him at, display him as, and or if you're going to get both. It's definitely a cool Build-A-Figure, and I think you can get... I mean, I don't know how it is a couple months later now after this has come out, but early on it was fairly simple to get, the whole wave of figures and just build them. I know some of the pieces were going for a lot. I got the legs from ODC That's Me for my second set. He was very kind to send them to me because they were going for like absurd amounts on eBay, and I really wanted to make my Aries, so he was very helpful. Thank you again, buddy. But otherwise, some of the pieces go really cheap, like some of the arms go cheap, so... Anyway, I'm sure you've built this by now. If you're probably watching this because you subbed to me, and you're so very kind. Thank you. But I want to get my opinion out there on this, and yeah. So I definitely like this Build-A-Figure. It's one of the good ones. One of the best from Hasbro in a while, in my opinion, at least. I mean, I know there's some new ones coming out with the new Hulkbuster, which I won't get, and the new Ultron and all that. So I haven't seen those, but like Ultimate Green Goblin's looking a little pale in comparison to this guy now. I don't even remember the other one, so... yeah, I like him. The end. Cool. I'm going on about this too long. So thank you so much for watching, and please tune into my next video because I'm so excited to share my first completed custom action figure with you guys. And I hope you like it, because I do, and I can't wait to put him with my Dark Avengers team when that's finished. So, this has been my review of the Marvel Legends Infinite Series, Allfather Wave Odin / King Thor, if that's your jive. So thank you again so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.